Adilihai Hanuivin. Hello and welcome to Select Solutions Limited Social Venture Pitch. This is a disclaimer that this presentation is intended for government agencies both at the local and federal level. Sit tight and enjoy the show. Nakumik, thank you. Select Solutions Limited is located in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, specifically within Labrador, in the community of Makkovik. Map 1 showcases all of the communities within Labrador and the transportation options. But we're going to be focusing on Map 2. Map 2 hones into the Inuit region of Nunatsiavut, which is one of the southern Inuit regions, the only southern Inuit region within Canada, and is located on the eastern north coast of Labrador. Contains 5 Inuit communities of Nain, Hopedale, Postville, Makkovik, and Riglet. This region, like other regions in Canada, is completely isolated with commercial flights as the only transportation option year-round and an unreliable ferry cargo shipping service during the short summer months, which is approximately 4 months in duration. During the winter months, the sea ice freezes and snowmobiles become our main source of transportation on land as the sea becomes our highways, giving easy access to neighboring communities and hunting fishing areas. Inuit across Canada's north are facing a housing crisis that threatens their health, social well-being, and safety. This persistent habitable housing shortage has been characterized as one of the most significant public housing emergencies in this country. The housing shortage is due to the matters involving housing overcrowding, substandard homes, and a lack of affordable and sustainable housing. Living on the brink of homelessness in one of the harshest climates in the world is a serious issue that needs to have immediate focused attention. The primary concern for the lack of housing is the poor quality of existing housing. Houses in Nunatsiavut are currently being built to Newfoundland and Labrador Building Code, which does not take into consideration the harsh winter climates found in a subarctic region. Lack of insulation, snow load reinforcements, and severe mold problems affecting many homes in Nunatsiavut's communities due to poor ventilation all result from using a southern building code that is not designed for a subarctic climate. There's also a lack of current homeowner awareness of preventative methods to mitigate the risk of mold occurring within their homes. Another issue is the lack of quality of houses that are being built. Construction is expensive in Nunatsiavut as all building materials and heavy equipment need to be shipped in, and contractors are producing poor quality housing to keep costs down. The design did not incorporate traditional Inuit activities and lifestyles, such as processing country food indoors and the need for residents to be indoors during long winters. As a consequence of the poor quality of homes in Nunatsiavut, a domino effect results in the residential infrastructure. There's a shortage of housing, overcrowding in homes, and homelessness. At the moment, on average, there's one subsidized house built in each of the communities a year. There's a total of 5 houses when there is a current wait list of over 200 families in need of housing in the Nunatsiavut region. The wait list for low-income housing is lengthy and seems to be in no urgent action taking place to reduce the wait list. There is also very limited places to rent or buy for middle-income families within the region. Due to the lack of housing, multiple families may be occupying a single dwelling. A house that is designed for a single family of 5 may have up to 15 people occupying the dwelling. One case study on the perception of experiences of Inuit living in crowded conditions report the most significant problems as not having alone time, nosy conditions, trouble sleeping, and high prevalence of anger in homes that were nearly always overcrowded with possible consequences of psychological well-being. Crowded conditions contribute to the high rates of lower respiratory tract infections in Inuit children due to inadequate ventilation in homes. According to Nunatsiavut Housing's Needs Assessment Report in 2014, 2 in 5 homes are occupied with multiple families. Homelessness is also a problem in Nunatsiavut, with over 38% of the population stating they do not have a permanent home. Homelessness can range from absolute homelessness, resulting in individuals living in shelters or on the streets, to hidden homelessness, where individuals stay temporarily with family or friends and may move from one household to another every night. Hidden homelessness is particularly difficult to measure and rarely is included in surveys, as surveys depend on a permanent address. and they do not have one. Sealux Solutions Limited is an Inuit consulting company established in 2018 located in the community of Makkovik in the Inuit region of Nunatsiavut in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Sealux is determined to improve the daily lives and living conditions of the Inuit beneficiaries and residents of Nunatsiavut by focusing major attention on addressing the issue of poor quality homes built and lack of maintenance support in the region. Sealux, in partnership with the Nunatsiavut government, is proposing to develop a new Northern Standing Building Code for Nunatsiavut. Sealux's goal is to give back to the community and plans on creating a home ownership maintenance educational certification program and will train local Inuit in each Nunatsiavut community to become home condition inspectors. There is currently no other Inuit or other engineering consulting company or services located within Nunatsiavut other than Sealux Solutions, and no company dedicated to reducing the housing crisis other than the mandate of the Nunatsiavut government's implementation division. As mentioned in the previous slide, Sealux will also develop a homeowner maintenance educational certification program in partnership with the Inuit Pathways, which is part of the Economic Development and Education division within the Nunatsiavut government, and will train, hire, and employ local Inuit to become inspectors in the communities. Sealux's objective with this project is to reduce the current housing statistics located in Nunatsiavut by 5% over the next 5 years. Sealux plans on taking a community-based approach to market the initiative in partnership with the Nunatsiavut government. This will include the community consultations, informative sessions, and one-on-one meetings with the industry stakeholders in each of the Nunatsiavut communities. Sealux also plans on having a user-friendly website and a Facebook page to allow Inuit beneficiaries to stay informed on the progress of the project content, and contact details. Sealux Solutions Limited core partnership would be with the Nunatsiavut government, which is the governing Inuit body for the north coast of Labrador. However, we will be building partnerships with ACOA, Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, as well as the Government of Canada's funding program, Canadian Mortgages Housing Commission, to help improve the housing crisis in Nunatsiavut. The staff at Sealux are a team of 3 individuals: Jenna Andersen Gilbride, president of the company; Colin Gilbride, the chief operating officer; and Chesley Anderson, senior political advisor. Jenna's background is in tourism management, northern remote logistics, operation communication, and community consultations. Colin is a professional civil engineer with the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, has worked in Labrador's challenging environment for the last 5 years with multi-million-dollar projects in partnership with the Government of Canada. Colin also has a postgraduate certificate in project management. Chesley has over 50 years' experience as a senior negotiator with Inuit, with major projects behind him, such as the development of the Labrador Inuit Land Claims Agreement and the formation of the Nunatsiavut government. Chesley was also the former vice president of the Inuit Teparisek Kanatami, the organization representing Inuit nationally. Sealux is an Inuit company with 2 of the founders are Inuit born and raised in the Nunatsiavut. We are a family company who understands the challenges and struggles of northern living with our hands-on, feet-on-the-ground approach and community solutions-based framework. Sealux strives to create a positive change for the Nunatsiavut region. Sealux has developed a generalized timeline to the scope of the work for the overall procedures of the project. Phase 1 and Phase 2 is the process of further identifying the issues that the community see as a concern. This will be conducted through a series of information sessions in each of the 5 communities in Nunatsiavut. During this stage, a series of house inspections will be conducted to get a new baseline of data. The most recent data of the household inspections was conducted in 2014. Phase 3 to Phase 5 involves developing a specific building code to specialize for northern housing and test the control sample. From the data collected, research, and public knowledge, Sealux will create a building code that will be the new baseline for the all-new residential housing in Nunatsiavut. A pilot project will be created that involves a prototype house that will be consistently monitored for performance. Further revisions will be made to the building code dependent on the performance of the prototype created. Phase 6 and Phase 7 are focused on education and training. This project includes public education program to be developed by CELAC in collaboration with the Inuit Civic Government, specifically the Department of Education and Economic Development, Inuit Pathways, to educate homeowners on the risk associated with improper home maintenance. This program will also include the training of individuals in each of the 5 communities to conduct formal housing inspections. The final phase is to monitor the results of the program and adjust where necessary. Over the 5-year duration, the project goal is to reduce the Nunavut housing statistics by 5%. Evaluations of the data collected by 2024 will determine the direction to take to alleviate the housing crisis in Nunavut, whether our approach is successful or further research and design is necessary for improvements. CELAC is a for-profit social venture driven by both mission and marketplace. CELAC plans to earn a profit but is determined to help the communities in Nunavut. Like nonprofit social ventures, they also use their mission to set themselves apart in the marketplace. The variable expenses associated with the project are expected to be low. The bulk of the project will be fixed business operating costs, for example, rent, insurance, utilities, etc., that will not drastically change month to month. The largest variable cost associated with the project will be travel costs. Included in the profit loss calculation is the CELAC's payback program that will invest 10% of the income into a housing inspection maintenance program. CELAC will be providing consulting services to the Nunavut government for the professional services and guidance throughout the project. The main source of income will be billable hours by professionals involved in the project. Professional billable hour rates are based on the following formula. The anticipated funding will not be given to CELAC directly. It will be distributed through the Nunavut government. The Nunavut government will secure approximately $2 million of grant money over 5 years through the Affordable Housing Program with the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Commissions, or CMHC. This funding will be used to construct and develop the new standard of building code, but also 10%, about $40,000 a year, will be used to assist the Nunavut government with the payment of consulting fees. CELAC will assist the Nunavut government to secure other funding from the Atlantic Canada Opportunity Agency, or ACOA, and other federal funding programs such as the Low Carbon Economy Challenge. These additional funds will assist research, publications of the new building code, pilot projects, and training. CELAC Solutions Limited's target audience is the Inuit from Nunavut. Every person deserves to live in a home that is safe and built to withstand the elements and the environment in which they live in, and provide trust in the professionals who built that home that it would last. CELAC Solutions is motivated and prepared to help support and improve the daily lives of Inuit. Nakumik, thank you for watching CELAC Solutions Limited Social Venture Pitch. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the discussion forum below, and I will be happy to answer anything that I can. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my pitch, and look forward to watching all of yours as well. Take care.